Alright, so guys still get scammed by these Tinder scammers, right? We hear stories about it all the time. And I've put out videos and they sort of tell you some warning signs of what you need to watch out for if you decide to go and use Tinder. Because we know if a woman wants to scam a guy, she's going to go where Western guys are going, which is certain agencies and dating apps such as Tinder. So what I did the other day is I deleted what I have written on my Tinder profile and I replaced it with one that made me sound like a bumbling idiot from the West. Whereas normally I have one that basically I have it, the way that it's written, I never ever get pro daters or scammers. Very rarely do they try and scam me. So anyway, so I deleted that. I put one on there to go. I basically went scammer fishing, see if I could reel one in. So anyway, I got one pretty fast, and it was the first one that came up. So I want to share it with you guys, and the reason I'm sharing this one with you, even though it was the first one that I got, is it is textbook scammer. They all run the same script. And by showing you guys this, it may help you guys to not get scammed by Tinder scammers. All right. So let me just pull this up. So the Tinder scammer basically is a restaurant scam. She wants to get you to a restaurant, a bar, rack up a big bill, maybe take off if it's a bar or a restaurant. She will come back the next day or later, whatever. Get 20% back. Okay. So, and this is very common. I'm doing this in Odessa. And the restaurants here love it, and it really sucks. It's giving Odessa a really bad name, which really sucks as well. But there's not the place is not full of scammers. It's just they go where the Western guys are going. Okay, so let's just go to the top of the interaction. So she reached out first and said hi, which is not uncommon. It's not a red flag or anything like that. Now, all of these things here, taken individually by themselves, may not be a red flag, but when you put them all together, like I'm going to show you, you'll see exactly what I mean. So had a look at her profile straight away. And, you know, like, if you guys have seen my video about a pro dater's life, you will know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to reading these profiles. So let's have a look at the pictures here. So she likes to travel. Of course, all pro daters and scammers love to travel. They get the free travel, okay? But that doesn't necessarily mean that she is a scammer just because of that, right? So let's have a look here. So she's in kind of exotic places, I suppose. Who knows where that is? That looks like it might be Thailand or somewhere. And yeah, maybe. And she's got a bag of, like a fancy bag of shopping. And I've told you guys before, if they're holding bags of Gucci, if they're holding big things of roses, big red flags. Anyway, but that in itself is not a red flag. So had a look at the profile, ready to go on a date. She's ready to go on a date. It's not a normal profile for a legitimate lady to write. Then we looked at the social media, and of course, scammers have fake social media. And this one has got 2 Instagram photos in its feed. So it seems weird, you know, it just seems very strange. Anyway, let's go to the text. Okay, so let's just roll this to the top. Now I've actually turned this on the Wi-Fi, turned the Wi-Fi and the internet off because she's still waiting. She's still there waiting for me, but we'll get to that part of the story in a minute. So, okay, so she reached out, said hi back. Now scammers, as we know, will always ask, are you in Odessa? Because they're not going to waste their time if you're not in Odessa. Why would they? It doesn't make any sense. So of course I start playing along with it, right? I ask her what she's doing. Her plans for the week. Of course she's free. Pro daters and scammers are always free. Of course they are. And I say, you don't have work this week? No. So most pro daters and scammers, they usually work as real estate agents, travel agencies, sort of temp contracty kind of work, but they'll never say jobs like a manicure master or whatever. They always have these kind of higher jobs that are contract jobs that they never seem to be working that week. Okay, translators is another one. She's asking me if I came alone. Of course, she doesn't want me to be here with anyone or know anyone in Ukraine. She starts asking me how long I'm here for, what am I doing here. She wants to find out if I'm a buffoon, don't know anything, I got lost or something, I'm here to date women, whatever. And of course, as we know, for the girls that are in Odessa, as soon as they mention city centre, someone needs to tell them. If they mention city centre or they want to meet at the opera house or something like that, just run. Of course, she's in the centre. And one thing we know is that Tinder scammers, they're very fast. Within the first 5-10 messages, maximum 10, to ask you to come out, come and meet us, come meet me and my friends. So that's what she does. She asked me to come meet her with her friend, a girl. So I'm playing along with it as well. I start playing dumb. Well, where is this bar? I don't know what you're talking about. And I know that. So what they do is they want you to go to like a cafe or a small bar first. Very often, if they're not going straight in for the kill. And from that bar, they will go for a walk with you. And you'll end up walking to like one of these big nightclubs where the bill's going to be horrendous, or to a restaurant if it's in the day. Bear in mind, this is now 1 a.m. in the morning, so this has just happened, and this is a Tuesday. So, yeah. Okay. So anyway, so she's with her friend. I'm thinking, wow, if I didn't know better, I'm thinking, wow, this is amazing. Like, Ukrainian women are so forward, and it's just going to be so easy. Anyway, so I say, should I bring a friend? And I knew she would say yes. And then I was going to say a Ukrainian friend, just to see what she'd say. But she asks me a Ukrainian friend. And I say, yes, is that okay? And she didn't message me anything for a while. And then she's thinking about it, right? She doesn't want to know Ukrainian people there, man or woman, because they're going to click onto what her and a scam of friends are doing, okay? They all know about it. Anyway, so she starts saying, I say, so he can come. She says, no. You want me to bring him? No. You don't like Ukrainian? No. Hell no. Okay, so we understand that. So anyway, so I'm going to go meet her and her friends. And she asked me if I have any friends from foreign friends. And I say, from USA? She says, yes, of course she wants another foreign man there. Her and her friends are going to rack up this bill. It's going to be great. She asked me again about the centre. I say, no, I live somewhere else. What I did is I made up a place not too far. I was going to say to come and meet me at a place here to see if she would come and meet me there. Of course she wouldn't, but I'm just testing the waters here. Basically she thinks that I'm going to go and meet her. I'm pushing her so much in these messages here to tell me what the bar is or the nightclub she wants to go to, because some of the nightclubs do the money back and some of them are horrendous. Like I've got in Ukraine Fusion, I think it was in Ukraine Fusion, I posted it. It was a receipt, a bill for one guy and a couple of girls, and it was $7,000 US. Now, luckily, Luba got on this one. It wasn't her client. It was with one of the agencies that she was working with, and she managed to go back, and she somehow managed to get the $7,000 back by building a case for his bank. So, got it back, but lucky though. Like, I mean, how many times has that actually happened that a guy has to pay these massive bills? I've heard of thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars is nothing. If you get stung with a $600 bill, then consider yourself pretty lucky. If you say you're not going to pay these bills, the bouncers will, have no problem taking you to the toilets and telling you that they're going to kick your head in. And I have heard instances where they have done things like that. So be careful. Anyway, she's trying to get me there. I'm sort of saying that I'm coming. I'm in the taxi, and I'm basically just wasting her time now. I probably should have stopped, but it kind of got a little bit. It was quite fun. But one thing I'm telling you, like, if someone's watching this and they don't know about this, you're probably thinking, what's wrong with me? Like, these beautiful women want to come and meet me straight away. Look, like, you have to understand that it's not that easy. Women don't beg for you to come out, okay? Especially Tuesday night, at midnight, okay? So this is how the guys get scammed, okay? Because guys stop thinking up here and they start thinking, wow, man, it's going to be a great story to tell my friends. But it's just trust me, guys, okay? Trust me that I know exactly what would happen. If this was a Saturday, I would actually probably go to this Corbin's bar and maybe take a little video and show you guys. But I mean, it's midnight, or after midnight on Tuesday. I can't be bothered. Maybe next time. But so anyway, so she's getting kind of shitty because I'm asking where we're going. She won't tell me. She's not going to give it up. She's not going to tell me where it is. Maybe she doesn't want me to Google it, whatever. But she's not telling me. So anyway, so that sort of came to the end of it. I kind of kept going a little bit here. She's telling me to call her. She's getting pissed off. I then tell her that I've gone to the wrong bar. I went to this bar. So I'm just winding her up. Anyway, so then she's telling me to call her. And then I tell her that I just got into a fight. And now I'm running from the police. I don't know if she believes that or not. I don't think she believed me. So I said it's hard to type while running. And I'm running to her. And I specifically typed it wrong like this so that it looks like I'm running and typing. And then I wrote, so cold. I think I'm going into shock. So hopefully, she's not thinking anything's up and that something terrible has happened to me. And she's probably upset she didn't get to scam me. Anyway, reason I show you guys that is because this happens all the time. And if you don't know it and you first come over to Ukraine and this happens to you and you don't know, you will end up at that bar. You will end up at that restaurant and you will get scammed. It happens all the time, man. So yeah, I'm just telling you that so you can see it for yourself. And like I said, a couple of those red flags, it's not a big deal. But when you put that together, that is a textbook scamming script that they run. And she's probably run it every single day, that she runs over and over again until she catches a guy to go out and meet her with her friends to rack up a big bill, and they make several $100s out of it. So hopefully you guys learned something from that, and that's all for now.